Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Jukes out a one-stop. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Slot man motioned over. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Moss gets it going right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has a man, it's Brown. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Moss gets it from the gun. And he's able to push forward to the 25. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete, it's Atwell. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They send a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. 2nd down, Allen throwing again. This throw is caught. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Allen on 3rd and short. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Play action now with Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete, right side. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Solo left side. Solo left side.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Tempo 3 kick. Tempo 3 kick. Ready.
Trying to run it in. Achane. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's safe. Go ahead. Hey, long.
Trying again with Achane. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Ready.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Moss hauls it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Allen to throw. Into the hands of Pitts. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
Third and 4 coming up now. Allen setting up to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, Allen. He's going deep. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Allen gonna throw again. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, Allen to the air. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Takes it in at the 21. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Dolphins football. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready. Hey, 21 TA. Out.
2 and out from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.